me on airplane mode. You can put me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Tuesday Night Flight with the gentleman Jack, the Midnight Rider, the big guy, a KG, bringing you into the second day of the week, continuing your sports week. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Gentleman Jack, how are you feeling?
Feeling nice, feeling fine, feeling good.
Midnight Rider looked like he been stepped away, but I'm still gonna ask him how he feeling because I know he can hear me. You know, he got to
Okay.
make
I didn't
sure.
step away. Probably.
Oh, you sat back and let everybody see that background.
There you go.
That's a
Background
nice
and
background. Let me get it right there. That's a nice background. I know you got it's a story behind that background. Give it to me.
Yeah, so this week, one of my boys that normally works overseas is in town, Freddie Williams. He went to the University of Texas. So I decided to throw a background with the burnt orange and white, throw it up for him for why he's here. He's here for like 3 or 4 weeks. So that's just my little shout out to my homeboy.
What's up, Teddy?
Freddie.
Freddie, what's up, Freddie? My bad. Welcome home, sir.
Good to hear, man. Welcome home indeed. Gentlemen, let me move around and get myself hooked up on this camera because we're in the second day of mandatory camp, so we'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about Dickie V. We talk about Dickie V an awful lot, and when you come to the Sideline Junkies Tuesday Night Flight, in the passenger seat, drive time, Thursday night throwdown, all of that. Remember, it's a family affair. Always remember that. But Dickie V got a new contract with ESPN, and he got a new tournament named after him. Midnight Rider, the Dickie V Invitational. It's going to feature Duke versus Texas. What you got for me?
I mean, there's no way you can have a tournament with Dickie V involved without him having the team that he loves, almost to a level of bias, is the way he treats Duke. So, I mean, sheesh. There was no other team I expected to get in the first round of this or the first matchup of this, because I remember, what was that? It was the retirement game for Coach K, and they were just, oh my gosh, all day long, just a festival of love for Coach K. That's why I was glad we went in there and beat him.
Huh? We got beat.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was happy.
Yeah. Not only is Duke in the tournament's in their backyard. So
surprised to stand at Cameron, because he really helped put Cameron on the map.
Charlotte's good enough. You got to hold all those people. And God bless Dickie V, man. I'm glad he's. We got to still, wait, because not promise tomorrow, but I can't wait to see him back. 86 years old now. He's my whole life of college basketball. If you don't know the diaper dandies and PT Pierce and all those things he says, man, you don't know college basketball, because Dickie V is a big part of it. So, I was excited to hear that he's going to be coming back and through the 27-28 season. So this is what, a 2-year deal, I believe. I didn't see any numbers. You see any numbers, KG?
No, sir, I did not see any numbers. That's what I was looking for. But
Me
it's
too.
saying through 27-28. So we going into 25-26. So yeah, that's 2 years. So that means he'll
Mhm.
be 88 when his contract is up. And I told BJ early in the year when he was battling the cancer diagnosis and it kept coming back. And I was telling BJ, I was like, man, he got it every time he comes back to the sideline and he's at that table. That's rejuvenation, man. It's beautiful for him. And BJ was like, man, he got to give it up. Nah, man. He's always entrenched in it because he is college basketball. He is to college basketball what Lee Corso is to college football. Whether it's the sayings, the energy, it's everything. And then Dickie V, as well as Lee Corso, they transcend the live college basketball and they move into video games as well. For those that played NCAA March Madness back in the day with Brad Nessler and Dickie V, you know what I'm talking about. He's an elevator man. Anticipation. It's making me wait. Keeping me waiting. I mean, it's things like that. He transcends off the TV screen into the video game world, into print, everything. And man, I don't know if I've ever been happier seeing somebody at ESPN get a contract extension than I am seeing Dickie V get it and then get an invitational to go with it. And I wonder what the trophy's going to be.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That'd be cool. Ball head. Nah, that's good. That is a good thought there, KG. Didn't even, when you have a new tournament or a new event, yeah, what's the hardware gonna be like?
They can get them. They can get them with Shanae since they ain't gonna be using them no more.
Nah, no more Shanae. But we'll find
No,
out.
it's the difference. Hold on. It's the Jew Shillelagh that won't be used anymore because Lincoln Riley's scared. If you scared, say you scared. And apparently he's scared. So we won't be playing for the Jew Shillelagh anymore after this season, I believe. So once that comes home to South Bend, we'll go ahead and retire that, but we still will play for the Shillelagh against Purdue. So it's a difference.
That Shillelagh goes against multiple squads?
Huh?
You don't just use that Shillelagh for USC? You can just use it for anybody?
No, it's only the Jew Shillelagh is a USC Notre Dame thing.
There's two Shillelaghs?
You have the Jew Shillelagh and you have the Shillelagh. It's two different trophies. Just like you have the Land of Ireland trophy that they had with Boston College, the megaphone with Michigan State. What is it with Stanford? I can't remember the trophy with Stanford. They got a trophy with Stanford. They got a trophy with Michigan.
Can't have two.
It's different trophy for every rivalry.
Yeah, you got some axes. You got a barrel. Yeah, I've seen some of the other ones, but two Shillelaghs.
J Dub checking in. Yo, what up, folks? What's happening, J Dub?
What's up, Jack?
Good to see you
hey,
here.
man. You hit and ran, man. You came to town. He gone, Midnight Rider. He gone. But I will say, Jackie, your granddaughter in that play, she did the lead of Annie, guys. Her name is Harper Lee, over in Edgewater area. And she did a great job of Annie. I mean, I don't even remember how old she is. She's probably about 11, 12. So, yeah, Jack, good job by your granddaughter. We're talking about Shillelaghs and granddaughters.
Yeah, Sam checking in said not the Shanae. Nope. Like Jack the only one that can get away with that. I'm going to say that right now. Jack's the only one that can get away with that. Jack and Midnight Rider. And I'm surprised Midnight Rider didn't let that slide.
It was sincere and true. I had no idea.
When we get off air, I'll send you a couple of pictures of all the trophies that Notre Dame has. I'll send you some
more
trophies.
than two? Well, you get a trophy every game they play?
No, you got to realize it's a rival. They
sound
have
like
rivals.
Participation shit to me.
No. It's all about rivals, man. They're rival with Purdue because they're in-state rivals.
Participation trophies.
J Dub said, "Make it up next time. I'll be back in August." So J Dub be here in August.
Crabs.
Hey, it's always a good thing to get crabs.
That's what I thought we was gonna do this week.
Fellas, Commanders Media Day has started some controversy, some talk. People are flipping excited. And Jack, I told you I would wait and I would give my thoughts on said picture that's about to be up on the screen
Show me.
at 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. This is the picture from Media Day.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Daniels
Stupid.
holding a spear in his Commander's uniform, holding a spear like he's unearthing it from the tomb.
On the spirit, like,
What could it be?
It's weak. It's weak. Go ahead, Midnight Rider.
I don't know. I mean, it could be just a message of showing how the torch is being passed from one generation to the next.
Yes,
It could be just that simple symbolism of trying to honor the past in a way without being offensive.
I don't know, man. And this is trying to be offensive is how Midnight Rider worded it. I mean, why is he holding the spear? I don't understand. Yeah. The team used to be called Redskins, but now you just gotta. I'm gonna say it. You got a black man holding a spear. The fuck is that? You know I don't drop them F bombs often. Well, I mean, what the? I'm gonna go there. What's he getting ready to do? Go to the jungle or play football? Why is he holding a spear? It's stupid. That's the old man's point of view.
Okay,
I'm glad
first
I
let me say
retained
this.
occasionally.
I'm gonna say this about you, Jack. I think I gotta put you in the category of my grandmother. When you cuss and you drop an F-bomb, it is flipping hilarious. I just want to let you know that. Because I know you disturbed when you say that. But it's so funny. But I will say this. I will say this. I think it's a hint to what's to come. Because they said that they want to take the past and join the past with the present.
I guess.
So you can lock arms. And I'm with that. And I don't think we're going to go back to the Redskin name. I was watching a video, and I had to send it to you, gentlemen. BJ sent it to me. It was a guy with helmets, and he was going through the evolution of the Redskins helmets from the feather to the spear to the R under Lombardi to the Redskin logo that we had all the way up until 2020, and talking about what it meant and the symbolism behind it and how it was made to honor. And I think they're trying to honor the past because a lot of people that were hurt by the name change in the Native American community were hurt by the name change because they felt it was honoring. But I don't think we'll go back to that name, but I think we'll have something that honors the past. Just my thoughts. It's a vague, cryptic thing, but maybe in the next couple of days we'll find out.
But you know, talking about honoring the past. What, we gotta wait till we start winning to honor the past?
No, we had to get a new regime, Jack. Because would you want Daniel Snyder to honor the past? He can't get shit right.
All right, I understand you can't do it all in one day. Yeah. Okay, I got you. But I still think it's stupid.
J-Dub said, yeah, let's do crabs. Had to see family this trip. Sam said, the Spear of Destiny. I would agree with Ryder if it wasn't a random ass spear. And Sam said, I would believe it was Donatello's bow more than anything. What if it's one of those sticks to change the light bulbs? I ain't seen one of those in years. But with the way they had it and the spear coming to light like that, I don't know. I really like it though. I really, really like it. And something else, and I got to take Midnight Rider's approach on this because I think what he said last week when we talked about Terry not being at voluntary OTAs, everybody's flipping out that Terry's not at mandatory OTAs because of the contract. Oh, he's going to go to Pittsburgh. He's going to go here. We're going to wind up losing Terry. Everybody's panicking already, but I'm taking the Midnight Rider approach, saying pump your brakes, not so that fast there, my friend. Be a duck on the water. Calm and collected, but underneath it's all churning. That's what this organization is doing right now. So let's not get too far with it right now. Are you guys worried about Terry in any way?
No, I mean, the only mistake they made was they let it get to this season, and this is when there's three things that happen during this time of year. You get the mock-up jerseys, you get some guy's workout video, and then whoever's not under contract is instantly a trade rumor to going somewhere because The Athletic or Athlon Sports or My Little Pony Sports decided to put trades together ahead of time to create speculation, knowing that all they're doing is clickbaiting. That's all it is. Like I saw a thing like oh, they sending him to Kansas City. And then somebody called the radio station today and was like, oh, they're gonna send him to Dallas, but I would be mad. Like, what are you talking about? I tell you, sometimes they should just they should ban you for bad phone calls on the radio sometimes. Or there should be like a little
They used
shock.
to do that.
Like you should get an electric shock. You know what I'm saying?
Like they used to do that. They used to ban you from calling. Like they would write your number down. You could not call.
Sound like you know that from experience.
Oh no. I was always allowed to call because I'm a five-time S Talk champ on ESPN 980. Thank you very much. Proud of that.
All right then.
Maddie said to deal with this in Cleveland with the Indians/Guardians. Have fans that only call them the Indians still. I think you have watched fans that don't acknowledge the Commanders. Tough to thread this needle. It is. And Maddie, it's plenty of fans. I refuse to call them the Commanders. I don't know what a commander is. I'm not calling them that. I've called them the Redskins my whole entire life. Well, sometimes as somebody that does not like change, sometimes you got to embrace it because guess what? Everybody thinks, oh, well, we got a new owner. We going back to the Redskins. It's not going to happen that easy because NFL rules stipulate you cannot go back to a previous name within 5 years. We're only in year 3. We done changed our name twice in the last 4 years. We're not doing another name change and another rebrand right now. It's not happening. Joe Darnell checking in, the living legend, Jack Carr.
Joey. We all know who the legend is. The legend's Rudy. Not me, Joe. It's Rudy.
Sam says, zoom in on the pick, 6 more spears, a butter churning paddle, and a ceramic jug. What could it mean? It's cryptic. It can mean a lot. It can mean an awful lot. Sticking with the Commanders. Keep flowing. I said something to you guys earlier, and I don't want to say it on air because I don't want to be vulgar and I don't want to get that look from down the way. But the DC Council really know how to mess things up. They may take the stadium bill off of the budget. It may be voted on after the budget's voted on in July, but it may be off the budget. Midnight Rider, you are my stadium expert and my DC Council expert. Who I need to smack on this one? Because you messing with destiny right now.
I mean, I think it's, to be honest with you, I think it's just some jokers. It's a couple jokers that's trying to get their wad of cash on this and make sure that they get a guaranteed amount and the amount they're looking for. That's the only thing holding this back. I mean, they do it every time. It's the same 3 jokers, and every time they do it, next thing you know, it all of a sudden goes through by the magic of something. So I don't know. Maybe they need maybe they want a cyber truck, one of them cyber Teslas. I don't know what they want. But I mean, just get over it because you're not using the land. you really can't use land if you don't really use it for this, and you wouldn't have the land without the Commanders being involved. So everybody like, oh, we shouldn't waste it on the stadium. You only got it because they were trying to build the stadium. Like, you didn't do anything great. You didn't make some mark to or some delegation to get this done. They got it done and gave it to you. What are you going to do with the land? I mean, it's just going to sit there for another 30 years. Meanwhile, you're going to watch this beautiful stadium go up in Largo and worry about, oh, now everybody's in Largo. They're doing this in Largo. Because however they build this, I'm guaranteeing you that they're going to build a plex around it. It's not going to be just a standalone stadium like it is now. This is going the new age. I think I was looking at Atlanta the other day and how Atlanta has everything built up around it. That's what this is going to be. And if you want to miss out on it, oh, well, it ain't the first time y'all missed out on something. And that's just how it's going to be. Go ahead, Jack.
Jack?
Man, I was just waiting to hear Midnight Rider's point of view on this, and because he knows what's going on in and out in the DC area. So I agree with a lot what you said, and why there's ripples in the water is beyond me. This is a plus for DC. It's a plus for the people. You just want, it's going to beautify the area. And like I said, bring jobs and money to the city. I don't understand why there's any hesitations here. So
it's because the right people, the people that want to run things, A, it's the money thing, but B, it's because they weren't in on the plans. So they don't get any shine or any glory. This will put Muriel Bowser in the upper realm of mayors just by being able to get this done. For her to keep the Caps and the Wiz, and then to get this done and have two state-of-the-art facilities inside the city walls, that's an amazing accomplishment. State-of-the-art. The third one, what's the third? Excuse me.
What's your two first?
Well, you'd have whatever they call RFK.
Uh-huh.
You have the revamped Capital One, because that's going to be all bells and whistles when they get finished with that. And then that's all I was counting. I mean, you can probably count Audi in that.
You're not counting the one. No, you're not going to count the Mystics building over there in Southeast. That's state of the art. That's been built in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
That's top tier.
But you can't really.
The Mystics got a stadium? The Mystics got a stadium?
Yeah, there's an arena over here in Southeast where the old St. Elizabeth
Civic Center.
Huh?
What did you say it's called?
It's called Care First Arena or something like that.
Not the Civic Center. Ain't that over by RFK?
There's no Civic Center in DC. You think about
used to be next to RFK?
You think about the Armory.
DC Armory, yes. Is that still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
That's not going anywhere.
I think that's historical to some extent.
Got a point.
But hold on, a couple of comments first, and I want to give my thoughts. Sam said they better not build a casino. Sam, we got a casino in Oxon Hill. We got 2 casinos in Baltimore, and you got 3 casinos in Maryland alone, and Maryland still say they still $30 million short on the daggone budget. But the casino is supposed to be built, so we wouldn't be short on the daggone school budget, and the kids get food and money and all that. But we still short with all the money that people spend. I don't know what's going on. I agree, but don't build a casino.
Should be TikTok type.
Maddie said of all the schools should be I've ever been to. Yeah. Maddie said of all the stadiums and arenas I've been to, FedEx is really one of the worst. Get this shit done and bring them back to DC. And I've been to Oakland, and that's a shithole. Maddie, to hear you speak like this.
I think we gotta first and foremost with the Maryland casinos, we gotta blame Vera and the ladies, because that's where the money is. I don't know if Vera is stealing money off the top or not, but that's why I blame.
Man, this whole stadium thing, if you've been listening to this show for the last, 5-6 years, probably longer than that, I have been a big proponent of bringing the Washington Redskins football team Commanders back to DC, back to RFK on that site. Actually, before we even started this show, I was saying, and I had one of my former co-workers tell me, that's not possible. I said, why is that not possible? It's on top of a metro station. It's always been on top of a metro station. They actually built the metro station underneath of it after they built the stadium. So the stadium opened in 61. So, Metro didn't come in until 76.
That's
So,
gonna make
this is well after.
that's gonna make getting to the games easier. It's gonna make less cars needed. I mean,
And
it's
everybody's
no-brainer.
talking about, they're talking about, well, if you put a stadium there, well, what about parking? If parking is going to be limited, RFK in its heyday was never really filled to capacity when parking. You still had places to park, but nobody wanted to drive there to park.
In somebody's
You put
front
the
yard.
bus, you put the train. It's a bus and a train station connected to it. You get off, you walk across the parking lot. You're good. Anybody on the city council that don't see this as a win-win for DC, you got to be outside your rabbit ass mind. And Midnight Rider, you said something about Muriel Bowser being in the upper echelon of mayors in DC if she lands this. I still think she's far off. I don't think she's in the top 3. Number one, she'll never touch Marion Barry. For all his faults as a person, she'll never touch Marion Barry. Never. I don't think she's even going to touch Walter Washington, who's the first mayor of DC. She damn sure ain't going to touch Tony Williams. And then you still got Adrian Fenty in front of her. Like, come on, man. She got a long ways to go to be mentioned in the upper echelon of mayors of DC.
And,
Fenty and Williams.
Well, I wasn't gonna say Cheryl Pratt Kelly, man. What you want me to do?
I mean, you might as well. I mean, she's
No,
Oh,
Sharon
my
Pratt
God.
Kelly is the reason why the Redskins left in the first place. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. They left because she got into it with Jack Kent Cook, rightfully so. Because I don't know if he pinched her butt or he smacked her on it, but he put his hands on her in an inappropriate way. That nixed the deal. But I think this is good because look at the commerce that you have sports wise. You have the Nationals got a new stadium. You found a place for a national stadium. You actually found a place for the United to play where you put a stadium across from the National Stadium and made Audi Field. The Mystics have a place. You can find room for all this other stuff, but everybody said, oh, we don't need a football team. What are you talking about? From 1937 until 1997, you had the Washington Redskins inside of the DC limits. From Griffith Stadium to DC Stadium, which was renamed Robert F. Kennedy Stadium. You had Washington inside the city limits. Why now is it a problem? But I'm just
it's because it's
I'm
mostly her
spitballing
deal.
because I want these things. Huh?
It's mostly because it's her deal, her idea, her brainchild. That's the problem. Come on. What else we got, man?
Let's go. Couple of comments. Sam said we need to clip and archive number these stadium discussions. This is good stuff. Maddie said if only they would have listened to KG and built an all-in-one baseball, football, hockey, basketball arena. This would have been done already. See, Maddie, you know it. You know it. I sent y'all the rendering of that drawing, and it's possible. We can do it. Sam said vertical parking like Carvana or whatever the car dealership is called. Can't do that in DC because where the parking is at RFK, you have a metro line coming right there that's coming up out of from around the stadium, so you can't really get away with that. Maddie said, I didn't know we were doing a DC Mayor's version of You Made the List.
I made the list.
Hey, look, if we did top 4 mayors, she wouldn't be top 4. I'm sorry. And we only had what 6?
We still talking about
And
mayors.
Sam
though.
said KG need to start a Commander Stadium committee for the people, man. I got so many people that's down with this, man. It's crazy. Since we're on football, let me slide this in real quick. The DC Defenders are going to the Ship Saturday, June 14th, 8 p.m. on ABC and ESPN Plus at the Dome at America Center. They will play Detroit. Michigan Panthers.
Michigan Panthers.
For the world title. Fellas, honest, quick question. Do you think they can do it? Do you think they can pull it off? We get a UFL title to go with our Super Bowl titles, our NBA championship, our WNBA championship, our Stanley Cup. What else we got?
We
Arena
got
football
lacrosse championship. The Bayhawks got a lacrosse championship.
We got City of Champions. Let's do it. Do you think they can get it to go with that?
I really do. I really do. They've been playing explosive ball all year. They took care of the Battlehawks 36-18. It was like they just cruised through the semifinal game. Really, they did. Quarterback Jordan Tayamu. He does what it needs. Say again. Is that close?
Yeah, it's close.
Ta'amu?
Yeah,
He does enough to get the game. He has this offense under control from what I've seen. Deion Jackson out of the backfield, he's nice. He can give you 100 yards on any given day. Defense powered by Malik Fisher. That boy comes up. He's got quarterbacks on his taste buds. My boy is ready for quarterback meet. Joe Wallace, Derek Robertson. And then in the defensive backfield for the Defenders, Trey Dion. He's a ball hawk back there. So I really expect DC to take this, but you can't overlook Michigan. Quarterback Bryce Perkins. I don't know much about the cat, but they got this running
University
back.
of Virginia.
Okay.
University of Virginia. He got drafted. I forgot where he stayed. He played a year NFL, and then they didn't keep him around. He's been their quarterback the last 2 years.
Okay.
He's probably one of the better quarterbacks in the thing. He probably would be one of the 2 or 3 that get a chance somewhere if a quarterback gets hurt. Somebody that can just be be the third quarterback, be the emergency
young
guy. He and Tiamu, yeah. He's probably about 25, 26, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Well, they got this running back over there in Michigan as well, Midnight Rider. And I probably ain't going to say his name right either. Toa Taiua.
Works with me.
I guess Taua. That wasn't taught to me in school. And the wide receiver, Malik Turner, man, he could turn the Jets on and cause some problems for the defenders, I feel. Jalen Moore. Jalen Moore is something. Taylor Starworth is up front on the defense, causing havoc. And they got a bunch of guys in their secondary you got to watch for. Kai Turner, Arnold Tarlepi. They ready to play. So you gotta come. I think the defenders got to come strong on the defense to win this game. I think they can put up 24 to 26 points and be enough. I look forward to a good game in St. Louis, Missouri for this championship. Midnight Rider?
Well, the sad part about it was last week should have been in DC, but because Audi Field didn't make arrangements or save dates, they had to play on the road as the higher seed in the playoffs. They weren't going to do a neutral site because if you do a neutral site, you don't get a guaranteed gate. Whereas with St. Louis, they averaged 40,000 fans. So it made sense to the place where you gonna have eyes on the product. The other thing I like about this team is um, they've been through so much adversity this season, losing your coach literally on the doorstep of the season starting. Um, their motto has been good, like good. All right, good. We can, and they just take everything as all right, good. Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not an issue. We're gonna be good, and that motto has worked for more this season. I think the Panthers have been the more dominant team all season,
Mm-hmm.
but like you said, Jack, the defenders D backs are very opportunistic. So this could be a situation where it comes down to whose playmakers make more plays, like what team scores more points. Because the team with the most points wins at the end of the ball game. It's a little known fact.
So, hey, Midnight Rider, what was booked at Audi Field that couldn't get the defenders in? Do you know?
I just think they didn't book. I think they had a soccer match this weekend. That was there, so that's why
Weird.
they couldn't make
That's
any
weird.
moves.
Okay.
That's just one of them oversights when you're not, you're building out a calendar and nobody thinks, hey, what if the defenders get here?
I
It's a
bet they
sad
don't
thing.
do it again.
Oh no, they
Say it
won't.
again. I'm gonna throw this out there. This is just inside of DC. I'm not gonna count the Terrapins and their championship, but you got the Hoyas, Washington Commanders, Redskins with 5 championships, Nationals with 1, Caps with 1, Wizards with 1, DC United with 4.
Yes.
The Washington Spirit, that's women's soccer with 1, the Mystics with 1. The DC Defenders were league runner-ups in 23. So this is their chance to get over. Then, not to mention the aforementioned Valor and everything, because I
They
mean,
should
I did a
have got
whole
up there
series.
last year. They should have
They
been
should
up there
have.
last year too. So they're really hungry for this title. What they lose? 3 games this year? I
Was it
think
that many?
it was at least
2
3.
or 3.
Yeah, I saw 3 one of the games earlier I watched. So they were 6-3 at that time.
But I did a whole series on DC being Titletown, USA. So I'm just saying, might have to blow the dust off that, hit that, and see what's up.
If you don't mind,
Where you
I
want to
don't
go
mind
next?
you leaving that dust right where it is.
Where you want to go next,
Leave
fellas?
that dust. Why don't we knock out the 2 things that don't involve a sport, or don't involve something active right now? Let's go here. I got you. TJ Oshie calls it a career. Played 16 years, I think it is, 7 years with the Blues, 9 with the Caps. A very integral part of the Caps and their success the last couple of years. A bad back injury. How he made it through that season, sleeping on his bathroom floor all year long, having to pee in cups because he couldn't stand for certain periods of time, trying to get loose. He literally laid it all on the line. The last 2 years he was here, he was just that kind of player. Always active, a good community person, a good athlete. Somebody that if you had to pick somebody that you want your kid to emulate as an athlete, he's one of those guys because of his work ethic, because he's hard nosed, and because he's gonna give you everything he got. Guys, what are your thoughts? I guess I should have led like that.
Yeah, no, I don't know much about TJ Oshie on the ice too much, but I do hear his name a lot. With Monk Wells down there at AAG Sports Auctions, he meets with Oshie all the time and says he is a tremendous guy. So that's all I can go with on that is what I've heard about him in the public, and he's great with the kids. He's great with fundraisers. I like him.
Damn, can I talk before you go to the next one?
No, I'm not going to the next one. I
wasn't
was
the
meant to
next
say what you got, KG. I just wanted to put Monk's shit up there for a minute.
Yeah. Can I talk? I want to say something. No, no.
No.
TJ Oshie. When you talk TJ Oshie and you say that in DC, and it's always a lot of talk about big threes in sports. I don't know why we've gotten to that point that everything has to be a big three. You get three people together, everything has to be a big three. But if we're going to do it and we're going to do it in the vein, our big three is TJ, Nikki, and Ovi. That was our big three for quite some time. And I think that when Ovi goes up to he finally retires and they retired a great 8 in Washington, 77's got to be up there as well.
What?
77.
Ring of honor. Ring of honor. Okay.
You don't believe? Oh my God.
That 8 and that 19, I can see. That 77. And that's the technical term. It's,
Nikki's going up there. We know Nikki Backstrom's going up there with the 19. We know the 8's going to be there.
Right.
You got to put Oshie there. I feel like Oli the goalie should be up there too.
We can't be retiring everybody's jersey, KG, because we need numbers.
It's not everybody. But, okay, hold on. You talk about jersey retired. It's not like it's many jerseys retired in with the Caps. Same thing with the Wizards. It's not many numbers retired. It's numbers that should be retired, but they're not retired.
Okay, do something. Can't just throw it up in the rafters. Okay.
All right, you ready? Next
I'm
topic.
gonna ask a question, and this is blasphemous of me, but I have. Wait, hold on. I gotta ask a question first, and I'll be quick with it. You talk about and Rod Langway. His number 5 is up in the Raptors.
Yeah, one of the best defensemen in team history.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Okay,
kick-ass bar too.
For what Oshie has meant to
did.
Hey, if Maddie's in the comments,
he did.
If Maddie's in the comments,
I ain't putting him up with no Langway.
Okay, hold on. J Dub said I liked Oshie, very good player at his position.
Ooh,
Maddie said he was a master of the shootout.
Go back to that word he said.
Good player at his position, what J Dub said?
Very good player.
Good?
Very good.
Good.
Very good.
Not Langwayable. Nope.
Not great. Good.
Maddie said he was a master of the shootout.
Sitting in that rider. If he put all his jerseys on the rafters, wouldn't nobody be able to get in the stadium?
We're gonna be the only team with the 100 numbers on the jerseys.
We go.
Jersey.
Maddie said Jose Ramirez gets the hit. He gets a hit, and at his final is back at the 9th with 2 strikes to get on base and streak. He gets on base streak 35 games. Ryder making the ingrown toenail sound.
Oh, don't talk. That's not good.
J Dub say I agree. Oshie deserves it. Here, Maddie go. If someone says 77 and the Caps, I think Animals not TJ. Oh, come on, Maddie.
Puff pass, Jack.
Here we go.
And Maddie said Oli the goalie was good, but not jersey retired good. And I love Oli. Oh. Sam said Oshie is the Derrick Rose of hockey. Oh. All right, let's move on because this is about to get ugly. Let's go.
So put it this way, though. Did Oli get his retired?
No. Only Dale Hunter, Mike Gardner, Yvonne Libre, and Rod Langway have theirs retired.
Ooh.
It's like 5 numbers.
5, 7, 11, and 32.
Wow. But that goes to show what you got to do to be up there, man. This ain't no giving out cupcakes and participation jerseys.
All right, so next thing Sunday was a very big day in the history of the Sideline Junkies and the Sideline Junkies as a group.
Yeah.
We did a field. Oh, dang! We did a field trip. This was the first time that all four of us has been in the same room. We also added wives of KG and the Boss Man. So your roster showing up at the event at Rose Cross Raceway, the PVA boxing. It was the Midnight Rider. It was the big guy KG, Gentleman Jack, Boss BJ, BJ's wife, and KG's wife. And we probably sat around for about 7 or 8 bouts. I'll let you guys talk from here. I just want to set it up. And then I want to thank some people at the end of that. Go ahead, Jack, because you set this up.
Well, I tell you, the 6 of us had a great time. The kids was out there showing out, man. When I first was coming to this, it was a Junior Olympic qualifying. I was expecting, 17, 18-year-olds, 15-year-olds. I mean, there was some older, but we watched the youngins fight, man. They was very skilled. You could tell that in our interviews, Midnight Rider, the way they came back with boxing questions,
Yeah.
They were very, very well knowledgeable on boxing and very skilled. I had a blast. Everything there was great, but the food sucked. But they had a great turnout. I thought the place was full, and I really enjoyed myself. And I think, like I say, I think the 6 of us had a really good time because when we left the boxing and went downstairs, we sat down there for like another hour and just chopped it up. So yeah, JC can set up some field trips. That's not a problem. Problems getting on. So we got our next field trip set for Saturday, June 21st in Capitol Heights. The fellas will be showing up at. We're gonna get as many junkies out there as we can. We're gonna be showing up at DJ Woody O'Goody. You know, the man that got the Commander's fight song, Left Hand Up. Him, Big 5-7, gonna be out there throwing a thank you party to all his followers and everything. So it should be a great cookout, man. Bring your family, bring your kids, bring grandmama, whoever you got. Let's go. KG, how'd you do Sunday?
Man, Sunday, I truly enjoyed myself. And I'll say this, being honest, and this is an honest assessment. You get to a point where you are so used to being home a lot because it's like you spend so much time working. Some of us work multiple jobs. You spend so much time working, you don't really want to go out. And you kind of had to drag yourself out a little bit. And it was something that I think everybody needed mentally. And it felt pretty damn good. Because when you talk about mental health, getting out, getting that fresh air, being around something that you actually enjoy, which is boxing. And my wife loves boxing. She was into it. The amount of joy that I saw just with her, that was well worth it right there. And it just made me happy. And then sitting there chopping it up with Jack Carr, Midnight Rider. But we had to remember, who was it? Was it Midnight Rider or Ben Conti that came? I don't know. It's one of those guys that showed up on Sunday. The Boss BJ, his wife. I mean, we sat there and we had fun. I was trying to get the Midnight Rider to place a bet on the ponies, man. I wanted to see if he was going to win something. Hell, he got the magic touch in the other time.
That's right. We didn't put any bets down. Damn.
We'd had to go through that Bible. We'd have had to go through that Bible and figure out what was next. I've done those before.
Just shoot from the hip, man. Pew, pew.
Jack, if there's one thing you know about me, I don't mind shooting from my hip.
I know that. No, we should have put together a group parlay or something. Trifecta or something.
Nah, that's cool. Go ahead.
Catch you next time.
Sam said roll up with the Sideline Junkies food truck. Next time,
Food
oh
on
man, we
point.
roll up with that. Food gonna be totally better.
Yeah, KG's
Out
wife
of
gonna
bounds
be in
did
it
too.
cooking. Your wife gonna be inside cooking.
Yeah.
DJ wife.
Wait. Why does out of bounds got to be mine? Wow,
Because we know you.
man, y'all do me dirty.
We know you.
Yeah. It's a KG/KD thing. Y'all like burners.
I don't have a burner. Out
No,
of bounds
boy.
speaks for themselves.
Everybody was invited. JC invited everybody.
He
Um,
invited your mama and them, your cousin and them, auntie and them,
Mm-hmm.
them
We
and them.
invited Joe. We invited Joe Mama.
Joe cousin too.
We invited D's.
I told you,
D's nuts.
fellas, we had a blowout in the
We gotta
stands.
open
Oh,
clip
hold
that.
Hold on. I don't get to say anything.
Oh shit! Now you know what it feel like.
About what?
Hey,
What are you talking about?
I pigeonholed the topic into the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot we was talking about that.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
forgot
god!
too. I forgot.
All right, let's
Don't
hear
worry about it,
it.
man.
Right.
It's real
Show us
simple.
what you got worked out, buddy.
So for me, I'm gonna drop a couple names. And
I'll
Jackie
save
got
that for
correct
you.
the name. Was it Daniel Davis?
Daryl.
Davis. He was the man with the plan operating the show.
Took care of
We
us.
talked to him. We got an interview. I think it's up on the Sideline Junkies 24/7. If you want to watch it, I'm gonna post it again on my page. I think we should all post it just on our pages alone.
I think
Or
it
just
is.
stand
I
alone.
thought everyone did already. But I'll check.
I know I didn't do Daryl's. And then it was Latasha Washington. All right, everybody
Looks
thinks
like
that'd
it's
be
a
funny.
name.
She's the president of the organization. The organization again is the PVAC Boxing Academy. I know there's an event coming up in July. We'll keep you posted. We're going to add them. We've done a series of interviews with the young men, like Jack said. Like KG said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was debating it about going, and then something was just like, "Hey, just go because you need to get out of the house. You need to just do something."
You didn't want to hear it from me.
I ain't nobody worried about you. So I was like, all right, let's go see what we're gonna do. Let's see what the fun's like. And got there and had a good time. I think it's just different because you kind of see the dynamics of the group as we sit around. You know who the two people that will just say anything to anybody are, and you know the planners and the thinkers, man.
I was just buzzing around, I was just buzzing. KG was scoping everything, and Ben was setting up the interviews, man. We was rocking and rolling, networking at its best.
And then somehow KG's wife is in all the photos, so.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. Not only was she in all the photos, but she was calling out shots on almost every match.
Oh, she was into the boxing, boy.
Yeah.
Told me get out of her way a couple times.
But I was sitting there. I was doing a social media thing. I was sitting in the corner doing the social media thing like, hey, we're trying to follow this one from Sideline Junk, this one. I was throwing out follows like it was candy, man. I swear. I was just trying to make sure I got everybody that was involved. I got them together.
Yeah, I've already had an interaction with the young gentleman that we interviewed. What's his name? 5-Star Wig. I was able to connect with him on Instagram. Shot him an interview. From what I could tell,
all that information from all of them. I should have.
Well, when he said it, I kind of picked it up, and I figured that might be his Instagram. I gotta check the interview I did by myself solo. I gotta see if that kid gave me his Insta or not, so I can share with him. But yeah, good times, good interviews. Probably gonna do it again because it was a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens. Keep your eyes out. As in the words of Jack Carr, watch me now.
Watch me now. You gotta freeze your
Sam
face.
said
at the
Tate
end,
was there
man.
too. Tate
Watch me now.
D's. All right. This is the first time, but it won't be the last time. I tell you that. Fellas, give me this. Panthers 6, Oilers 1, Florida leads 2-1. What the hell happened? Talk to me, please. This is yesterday. Talk to me. What happened?
Edmonton lost his composure. It's real simple. Edmonton tried to be something that they weren't. They tried to be the bullies, and they're not the bullies. Amen. Sometimes you gotta understand. You Ric Flair. You're not Dusty Rhodes. You can't get funky like a monkey. You can't be, quote unquote, a midnight rider. You can't be those things. All right. You can't be those things because you play a certain style. And we always say style makes fights. And I think in this battle, the Panthers, I've said this before, they are, and it's like they move in such great unison that it's almost distracting at how close-knit their patterns are when they move. It's almost like they're replacing each other. The example I used when Carolina was playing them, it's like fighting that boss and you chop off the arm thinking you got something and you did some damage, and the arm grows back within 2 seconds. And you're like, all right, now what? And I think that's where Edmonton got last night, and they just didn't stay in character. I think they forced things and they put themselves in bad situations and got themselves in penalties when normally they wouldn't do those things. And I think that's how the game got away from them.
I feel you. I agree. Very physical game. Very physical. And the game started fast. I mean, Brad Marchand, he scored 56 seconds into the game. Bang! Puck in the net. You know what I'm saying? That was his 4th goal of the series. So he became the oldest player to score in each of his first 3 finals games. So that's a small tidbit on him. Oh man, it was off. It was off to the races, and like I say, physical. The Oilers took 85 penalty minutes. That's their worst finals undisciplined showing in decades for them, man. The goalie for Florida did great. 32 saves out of 33 shots. He just stood tall in goal. I knew he was going to be solid. They had the Panthers' 6 goals were scored by 6 different folks. So it was spread out. They shared the love, definitely. And speaking of goalies, Edmonton pulled Skinner in the third with 5 goals on just 23 shots, man. They was picking and choosing on him. The Oilers just got too frustrated once they got down and they started hacking. It was ugly. And then scored 5-1, about 9 minutes left. The brawl came out. I mean, dudes were just looking for a dude to square up with. It was more than one fight going on. And the rest was just like, let them get tired. Because there wasn't nothing you could do at that point, man. It was out of control. Fans throwing shit on the ice during the fight and after the game. Dudes was on the ground. You rarely see ice hockey fights on the ground. So it was one of the most craziest hockey games I've seen, man. There was 8 total misconducts issued. And Bouchard, he shot 9 times. That's a lot of times for a non-overtime game, I'm pretty sure. Connor McDavid, just 2 shots on goal for him. So, I think this was a statement game by Florida. After the first 2 games were OT, one was double OT. I think Florida came out and said, look, this is what we're doing now. And it's like this. So I'm still pulling for Edmonton. I still want Edmonton in 6. It's still possible. So let's see what's up. Who's next? I'm done.
All I'm gonna say before we go to KG, there's only one man that could have saved them last night from a referee standpoint, and that's Matty Ice. That's who they needed. They should have threw the bat signal up, called Matty Ice, said, "We need you to get a hold of this. We need you to bring justice to this field or to this ice." KG, don't go away.
Matty's
I'm
on the
still here.
comments pretty heavy. I knew Matty would be heavy on the comments on this topic. So why don't y'all check out his 3 real quick.
Maddie said Edmonton tried to play Florida style of hockey and found out.
Can't do that.
Skinner wasn't good either. If Edmonton thinks it'll work, this is over in 5. And that is what Florida does. They play on the edge, and you go over it, and it's done.
Yes.
I was shocked when I seen the score. Let me be 100% honest. I was shocked when I saw the score. I was like, good grief.
It went to 2-1. It went to 2-1, and then Florida just had boom, boom, threw 2 more in the net, man. It was some scoring going on. But when it was 2-1, yeah, I had hope for Edmonton, but that didn't. Listen to me talking my hockey now. Hey, Matty, from last year to this year, I'm a better hockey guy now. I'm gonna take your spot.
Calm down,
How
Grasshopper.
we do?
J Dub said if the Oilers don't win the next game, in my opinion, the series will be over. And
Bet,
we got
no
the
doubt.
Oilers winning this.
Yeah, I do.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Now,
I'm
KG
sorry,
don't.
me and Jack got the Oilers winning this.
Yeah. And it's still possible. But you're right, Jack. If they don't win the next game, yeah, I think it's toast. Gotta win. Must win.
And speaking
And that-
of must wins, the Thunder.
Damn. I forgot.
123-107 series tied at 1, and that was it. May have been game 2, but that was a must win. I like that segue,
Yeah.
Jack. Thank you for the alley-oop.
It was a must win in this game too.
Pascal Siakam gave you 15 and 7. This is a team effort for the Pacers. Let me just say that team effort, but not enough. Pascal Siakam gave you 15 and 7. Naismith gave you 14. Turner gave you 16. 17 from Halliburton. 11 from Nembhard. Mathurin gave you 14. 11 from T.J. McConnell. Obi Toppin only gave you 3. So did Ben Shepherd, and Thomas Bryant gave you 1. James Johnson 2. Nobody had double figures in rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Rebounding tells the story. For the Thunder, Jalen Williams had 19 and 5. Dort had 3, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Midnight Rider, what is that?
Oh no.
Triple single, baby.
Chet Holmgren gave you 15 and 6. SGA gave you 34 and 5 with 8 assists to go with it. Cam Wallace only gave you 4. Caruso gave you 20 off the bench.
Yes,
Wiggins gave you 18. Hartenstein gave you 3, but gave you 8 boards to go with it. Go with 4 assists. For the team, the Pacers shot 45% from the floor, 35% behind the arc, 73% from the charity stripe. For the Thunder, 48% from the floor, 38% from behind the arc, and 87% from the charity stripe. They won the rebounding total 43-35, and they didn't turn it over too much, but both teams had a lot of turnovers. 28 total, 15 for Pacers, 13 for the Thunder. Points in the paint, 42-34 in favor of the Thunder. Jack, what did you think about game 2 of the NBA Finals?
But it was a good game. It was competitive the whole way, I thought. Didn't put a late bet down on the Pacers like I did in game 1. Game 1, I think I put down after the third quarter, they were down 18. And I put a nickel on it, plus 450, and hit that joker. So the Pacers, they played well. I mean, the team stats aren't lopsided by no means. Just a few buckets didn't go down, and a few did for the Thunder. You also got to mention Wiggins. with a big 18 for OKC. That really helped them getting 18 from Wiggins and 20 from Caruso. I don't think you're going to see numbers like them again. It's kind of nuts. And then for the Pacers, yeah, Halliburton has 17, but this is playoff Halliburton. When Halliburton scores 20 points, the Pacers have only lost one game in the playoffs that when he scores 20 points or more. And his assists were down. It seemed like all his numbers were down, yet he played 34 minutes. So Indiana, they have to play at an extremely high level for 48 minutes to beat OKC because they're going to slip, they're going to fumble, they're going to bumble, but you got to be on top of it when they do. If you don't make them pay, they're going to make you pay. So I still got Pacers in 6 on this one. Game 3. I know it's only 1-1 right now, but I think Game 3 Pacers must win. Midnight Rider.
I think, I mean, a man by the name of Obi Toppin realized that he was Obi Toppin and not Reggie Miller. So that was the key. I mean, like when you see somebody like that, like we said about Neesmith, like you said about who was the guy that it was Neesmith who went 8 for 9 from 3 in the earlier game against Boston. Yeah. Sometimes the role players just play over their heads. Now we are going to a situation where I'm a firm believer that role players play better at home, and so this is going to be a situation where the matchup is the Lou Dorts, the Jalen Williams, and all that versus the Matt Thurns, the Neesmiths, the Nembhards, because Nembhard literally carried them down the stretch in game 1. So I think this is where we figure it out. Can OKC suffocate them again and win and steal game 3? Or does Indiana, behind the strength of being at home, get another one and force OKC into another situation where their backs against the wall? I think this game tells the story and puts us in position to kind of figure it out. Now, the sad thing is, I think we've had like a child born from the incubator, like from the beginning since the last game. I mean, what are we waiting? How many days do we have in between games? Jesus Christ. I feel like the last game was in black and white TV.
The last game was just the other day.
Nuts.
The next game's tomorrow at 8.
Yeah, but what was that, Sunday? Like, geez.
Yeah, but you gotta hold on.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing last year.
No, but you got to remember, fellas, game 1 and 2 was in OKC. You got to travel to Indiana. You got to have 2 days for travel. You can't ask these guys to do it turn around like that.
So then we get Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday. I think is how this plays out.
Yes, and then if necessary, Sunday the 22nd. I don't like the way this plays out either because I'm used to the finals being on a Sunday night. That's how you end your Sunday in the summer is with a finals game. Prime time.
Good God Almighty. Josh might get married between now and then. The next game we play. We don't know what's going on here. Like
J-Dub said, I'm taking the Thunder and 7. This is going to be a great series. It's already shaping up that way. I agree with J-Dub. I'm taking the Thunder and 7, going to be a great series. Sam said OKC to win the next 3. Out of bounds said SGA, PGA, PTA, Pacers in 5.
We got a block out of bounds.
Yeah, you gotta say it right at least. I mean, you can't just rush through them.
We got a block out of bounds.
It'd be like SGA, PGA, PTA, Pacers in 5. You gotta put the pauses in there. That's what the commas is for.
The last game was on MeTV.
You ain't right. You just ain't right.
The Zingers boys
Right.
sing.
Oh, Sam
I'ma say
R with
this.
the comment of the decade. Oh
Love
my
him some
God.
Mickey.
Oh Lord. Elizabeth is the big one. Oh my goodness.
You gotta put the favorite on that one. But I'm gonna tell you this. I really want the Pacers to win this one. I was thinking, I was like, who would I want to win? I think I want the Pacers to win because I think it's more of a nostalgic thing, and I feel so bad for Seattle, and nobody in Seattle wants the Thunder to win this at all.
I don't care about Seattle.
Well, you got to care about Seattle a little bit,
Like
and
the
I
story
feel
on
what
this.
they're saying.
No, we're just going back in your old back in time machine.
Mhm.
Getting up in your
I feel what they're
time
saying.
machine.
But
That's when Midnight Riders just be quiet.
give me the Thunder in this one. I'm sorry, give me the Pacers in this one. Pacers will win this in 6. This will be over next Thursday. Next Thursday in Indiana, the Pacers will win this on their home floor. Tears will flow. Dale Davis, Rick Smits, Antonio Davis, Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson, Chris Mullin. Who else?
They've been
Larry
there every
Bird.
game. They've
They
been
all
there
gonna come
every
out there and
game
they're gonna
series.
help celebrate. It's gonna be a big celebration in Indiana.
Okay.
J-Dub says sometimes we don't get what we want. Thunder in 7. Not happening, but we shall see.
Mhm,
All right,
mhm.
fellas. It's time to wrap that shit up, B.
Oh. I thought you were
Um,
going to say it's time for the percolator. I was about to say, hold on.
Time
well,
for the
that's-
percolator. Time for the
Well, that's
percolator.
Saturday night. That's Saturday night.
But you know
Normally
what?
That's Saturday.
Time for
After
the
you percolate.
percolator. It's time for the 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 percolator.
But now, every now and then, I don't mean any harm by this or any body shaming, but every now and then you gotta, after you percolate, you gotta watch out for the big girl. Watch out.
Oh,
for
Lord.
watch out.
Oh, Lord. And we don't own the rights to
Okay,
any music on this show.
Hold on. Hey, go get Bob. I want to ask a
Gotta
question.
watch out.
I want to ask a question, and I'm being honest here, Midnight Rider. How much time do you spend in Baltimore, man?
None.
You
None,
spend a lot
dog.
of Saturday nights in Baltimore?
Nope. Dog, you gotta remember. All right, so my boy's from Jersey.
You sure?
My boy's from Jersey, so and a lot of our DJs on campus were New York style DJs, New York / New Jersey. So they played a lot of house music. Like we had like a little house run. It'd be watch out for the big girl, percolator.
You gotta see she's standing here doing the dance while you saying that. But look, I did this.
It was something else.
Midnight Rider.
It was like a three.
You know him and Jack.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the
Hey, we only got
percolator.
15 seconds. Oh, cut it. Got it. Hey. Come on, man.
Hey, look,
I used
that
to
right
groove.
there, man. Little house music ain't never hurt nobody. I normally do that to Don on Saturday nights, and Saturday nights is where you can watch the WrestleManiacs, Saturday night WrestleManiacs with me, your world champion.
I knew we was getting that in there.
Yeah,
Surprised
you
had
gotta
a goat
get
on
that in
today.
there. No, I didn't have it on. J-Dub, you leaving already? We ain't gone yet. Hold on. House music is a
Wrap that
Chicago
shit
thing.
up,
Oh
Jack
no,
Stone.
you got two things. You got two different ones, Sam. You got Chicago house and you got Baltimore house. Two totally different things, but still two iconic things. Iconic.
So what does Jersey have?
Oh yeah, Chicago house is like that. I love me some Chicago house music.
I wanna go
Elevator
back there.
up and down, elevator up, down. Hey, since we talking about shows, Jack, who y'all got tomorrow in the passenger seat.
Oh man, tomorrow's show is going to be outstanding, outstanding. We got a young lady that used to be the quarterback for the female professional team in DC. The name of the team was the DC Divas. She played several years for the Divas and even represented our country in the flag football world. She plays quarterback. She is everybody I'm talking to, man, say she is one badass chick. She's also a homicide detective for the Prince George's County Police Force. So we're going to work around that busy schedule and get her on here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Allie Hamlin. I look forward to it. I really do. Me and Midnight Rider, we've been looking forward to this for a couple months. So
She's also a former playmaker in her days when she played
Yeah.
female flag
Yeah.
football. So
Yeah.
that's another one in the all women's league. So yeah,
yep.
I'm ready to get the color scheme for tomorrow. Now maybe I'll see if I can get a blue background.
Oh shit, my fault. Fix that. I'm sorry. I meant to hit
Don't.
mute. I meant to hit mute.
Good God Almighty,
Man,
Whew.
Sam said, Jersey has New Jack. Yeah, New Jack's. Now, see, I'm a big proponent of New Jack Swing, Sam. Let me tell that now. If my wife would let me, I swear,
Oh.
if I didn't have these luscious locks in my hair, I would have me an S curl with the side slick back. 3 lines right there, my big ass glasses on. I had my double-breasted olive green suit with my Italian logo on.
Great.
With all the taco meat and shit out, man. And I come in there with my pleated pants, and ain't nobody messing with me in the club at all. Groove me, man. Don't start.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
ma'am. Yes,
sir,
ma'am. Yes,
sir.
ma'am.
All of that is now.
Oh, what do you mean?
All of that.
Okay. My white Adidas, my Sergio sweatsuit, my white shirt, and my herringbone chain. 14-inch, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Nah. I had them white on white Elise joints. I used to wear them Elise. They was slick. And then don't even get me started on some spot belts.
See?
Go old
Hey,
shoes.
Jack. Hey, Jack. Your wife ain't in there, mine right here. But if I can get you on board with this, you too, Midnight Rider. Come on, let's go to Sergio right now, and let's get sideline junkie Sergio sweatsuits. Let's go.
First of all,
All right,
We could be
then.
walking around here.
Yeah,
All right, then.
yeah.
My sister
I'm
was like that.
I'm gonna say I'm good on this. I mean,
no, sir.
Yeah, my sister Pam, she was big on them Sergio sweatsuits. She had like one for every day.
Man,
what's that? What was I saying for TJ Oshie? Yeah.
Sam said gonna have to do a deep dive in the Boston house music.
No, no.
Baltimore was. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. We might have to do that on Saturday. Get Don in here and just start, getting him going. Because he'll
Yeah,
tell you about
Baltimore.
Hammer Jacks and all that stuff. And the power plant.
Baltimore, yes, I can tell you about that. Baltimore was a lot of different scene. I mean, majority of my club dimes was in PG and DC. But when we went to Baltimore, you just drink a few more beers in the car before you get there, and you just deal with the music. It was totally different, man. DC we had bass and we had go-go. There you had more pew 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 housey shit. I didn't like it. So, but I tell you, Hammer Jacks used to be off the chain, man. There was a lot of rock and roll going on. I actually seen Kicks. Their first performance was at Hammer Jacks, and man, there's so much lace and leather. Ooh, cookie. It was nice. Hammer Jacks. Off the chain.
J-Dub said, I used to wear a red Sergio sweatsuit. Hey, J-Dub, come
Yeah.
on. They
I
still
remember-
make them, bro. They updated them and everything. They got this one that I want. This it's like this powder blue and black with this white thing on. Man, $100, bro.
Is that all it costs?
Oh, you want another aqua
It
blue?
looked like it was $100 back in the day.
Sam said 2025 sideline junkies players ball. Man, I come in that thing. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing to me. I come in there with that Sergio
Oh, you
sweatsuit,
nuts.
and I open that
I'll
jacket
blow
up,
you
that
away.
herringbone glistening.
I'll blow you away. I come in there
KG.
with the bow tie on, boy, you don't know what to do.
That would be Midnight Rider. Midnight Rider can wear the platforms of the Goldfish.
Nah, I'm
Me,
good.
boy. I'm gonna have that tailored
Nah,
suit
nah,
with the
so-
bow tie on, kicking it with the motherfucking Nike Legends.
These mandatory,
White on white
no
drum
less-
soles. I do. They sitting right there. White on white gum soles. They tight. I had to show you all my
Well-
shoes one day.
I don't know what this show has devolved into,
It's a shoe
but I
show
will
now.
tell KG, you will be proud of me today. As I was walking out the house today, I threw on my my white dress shirt with my pink and blue tie with my blue.
You going to court?
And as I was walking out the door, my music accompaniment was the theme from Shaft because it just flipped. Because I was listening to Walk On By, and then Walk On By ended as I was like literally as I was hitting the door, and then Shaft played as I was walking out. I was like, you can't play it no better than this, baby.
That's
Who
how
was
you
the
know it was a
man?
good day.
That's
Hey,
right.
when you walk out the door and you hear superhero music like that, beautiful,
Yeah.
man, beautiful. Now
I
you
had to-
said
I had to
Walk
give
On
him-
By was that? I take it that was Isaac Hayes Walk On By, not Dionne Warwick.
Hell yeah.
Did I ever show
Hey,
y'all
don't
this
sleep
one?
on Dionne Warwick now. Hold on,
Did I ever show y'all that?
you and West,
That's
right?
you and West What's
Yeah. That's probably about shit. 11?
Is that at Lefty Drizel's basketball camp? And then you became a Duke fan?
Nah, that's at Bowie State.
Mm.
I did lefty. I was probably 8. I did lefty for 2 years. I did Bowie State for 3. Lefties, you had to come and go. You had to get picked up. At Bowie State, we stayed in the dorms.
Mm.
So it was pretty tight. Me and my
If,
boy Richard Farley did that 5 years.
I don't know what we just walked into.
Sam said I might have to get my 2001 stepper suit out the closet for this one. My Stacey Adams. Oh, look, let's go ahead and get out of here because we're gonna be on here in another hour and we're gonna get fined. The boss BJ probably watched talk about what y'all doing. It's supposed to be wrapping it up.
Talk about
Did
the
you get
stadium
all the comments?
Huh?
You got all the comments?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm not looking. That's why I asked.
Everybody,
All right.
make sure you tune in tomorrow, 8:00 in the passenger seat.
It's gonna be a good one.
Us three will be back on Thursday for the Thursday night throwdown, getting you ready for Friday and Saturday. So we'll be here for that. So until then, that's the Gentleman Jack. That's the Midnight Rider. I'm the big guy KG, your world champion. We don't do no overtime, y'all. We are out of here.